Hello, here I am in Marks the Spot. You can probably tell by my face what I'm having done, but if you can't, watch this. We've got an artist at work. Give me a second. Right, so this is Tom. Say hello, Tom.
Hello.
There you go. So Tom is like doing that. Look at that bad boy. Who'd have thought it? I'm brave enough to get this. So what he's doing now? What are you doing now, Tom? Talk me through it.
Shading, just finishing the shading on the name bit here.
Look at that. So he's going to put some shading and make it professional. Look at that. Now, I'm going to be honest. It has hurt a little bit, but not as much as you think. So here he goes. So he's going to start doing some shading. See if we can zoom in and watch what he's doing. Look at that. Now, this is my only second tattoo I've ever had done. And there's been at least 15 years between. But the really weird thing is I'm back in exactly the same position when I had my first one. So anybody that's thinking of having it done, please make sure that it's what you want. Don't do it on a drunken night out, because that's not a good place to be. Try and find something that means something. So this is a feather. So what that means to me is, it is a remembrance to all the people who've come and gone in my life. Be alive or dead, you know we are. So that's what this is. This is in honour of all the people that are gonna and have passed through my life. So that's the reason behind having this today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. But I've been contemplating it. I chose, and then I found a picture on what I wanted, and this lad's an absolute genius. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself down to Marks the Spot, and you need to ask for Tom, or if you want a piercing, what you've got to do is, you see that lad over there? That's Marky boy. Now, Mark's been doing body... How long have you been doing body piercing, Mark?
Nearly 20 years.
20 years. How long have I known you, Mark?
Just over 20.
Just over 20 years. So he's had a lot of experience from where he started. This is his studio. I'm sitting here in his studio, and I've got to say, it's transformed into a real work of art from where it started on its humble beginnings. Mark's history, where he started out, is just, it's for another day, for another conversation. We might even do an interview with him later. So Tom, tell us a bit about yourself, mate. Where you from? What's your name and where you from?
Name's Tom, I'm from Retford.
Retford, okay. And what brought you here today, Tom? How did you get that?
You brought me here today.
I brought, right, okay. And is this your permanent residence?
It is.
And are you doing it for a living?
I am.
How long have you been tattooing, Tom?
About 12, 13 years.
Wow. So what is it about tattooing that you got here? How did you get into it?
I just got offered an apprenticeship, actually. I got very lucky. I got offered an apprenticeship.
So have you actually done a proper, way to get here? Have you took a journey?
Yeah, no, I've gone about it a sort of old school way in terms of an apprenticeship with a really good, established tattooist. And then I worked with her again about 10 years later. After my apprenticeship ended, I went back and worked with her again.
Okay, and what's the goal?
The goal, I guess, is to just get better and better, mate. Keep getting better. I think with anything artistic, you never stop learning, or you should always sort of want to keep on learning, getting better, and that's all I want to do, man. Just keep getting better.
Okay, and what's the biggest job you've been asked to do? What's the longest it's taken you to do a tattoo on one person?
Probably about 30 hours, back piece.
And is that in? I take it that's not in a one then. Does
No,
you do that in bits?
2 sessions, but he did actually have it done really rapid. He had 4 sessions, so yeah, it was a quick one for a back piece.
And go on, what's the craziest thing you've been asked to do? What's the maddest picture you've been asked to do?
I've done a stickman cutting, with lawnmower on pubes. I've done a no entry arrow to asshole.
And what's your thoughts on doing stuff like that? So when you're doing personal stuff like that on personal parts of the body, does it vex you?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No?
of doing it, no. I mean, you've got to do these things. Well, you don't have to. Sometimes I'll say no, but, if it's just a bit of a joke and that, I don't mind doing it, but it's not. I'd rather do something somewhere like that doesn't involve me, you know, getting too personal. But you just do it wherever it is. You don't. It's just part of the body, and you know.
So, what do you think to Cheryl Crow's tattoo then that she released that she's had done on her?
Cheryl Cole's on her ass.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was something special, wasn't it?
No, so you know what? That's a weird one, that, because the guy who did that, Nico Hurtado, he's one of the best colour portrait tattooists, colour realism tattooists in the world. It's unbelievable, mate. And so what she asked him for is really weird. The fact that she had these like new school traditional style roses that is not in any way the sort of style that he does. It's an odd one, but then you think, well, Hila said yes to that, obviously. Because, you know, who wouldn't say yes to doing
God,
that?
you get your right arm to have a go at that one, yeah. So what's the difference between what you're doing and like where I come from? So in Dundee, they've got an American tattooist.
Right.
What's the difference between the style you're doing and this American tattoo?
Probably not a lot. It depends what he's doing. I mean, like American, you know, traditional stuff is a lot like our sort of traditional stuff. It's Western style, you know, bold lines, solid colour. That is your sort of traditional classic Americana kind of style. Whether that's what he's doing or not, I don't know. But I mean, this sort of work, fine line, black and grey stuff, kind of originated in the States, really. Chicano, Mexican-American prison tattoos. A lot of the fine line, black and grey stuff started there.
And what about 3D tattooing? Because you see a lot of these where they seem to stand out of the skin and stuff, where I've seen one Terminator one that he did with all mechanics and everything. Is that something that you could do? Would you do that?
I mean, I have done stuff like that. I mean, it's not my wheelhouse, so to speak, you know, but yeah, I like doing anything, you know, a bit different and a bit, anything realism, really, I enjoy doing, and except for I don't do colour portraits. Don't do them.
Okay, so there you have it. So here we are in Marks the Spot, and what can I say? Come back for more. I'm going to do a second piece when it's finished. I'll post some photographs. Like and follow for more content.